Thank you so much for attending our free webinar. Today we're going to discuss to you about the software testing overview, and we will give you great insights about how to enter on this industry. My name is Percival Cunanan, and welcome to American Software Testing Institute. So to give you some information about our company, so the American Software Testing Institute is one of the leading software testing training providers in the US. So we provide top-notch best software testing training for absolute beginner, career changer, and upskilling. And our curriculum are occupational training and career readiness. We train workforce ready or to become a workforce ready. And we provide comprehensive and intensive approach to software testing with industry standard skills as outlined by International Software Testing Qualifications Board syllabus. And this training is intended for absolute beginner or either no technical skills or no coding or no college background. So to give you more understanding about who we are, what we are doing in American Software Testing Institute, and what our goals for our student, allow me to show you some of the video clips that we have from the YouTube. Bear with me, it's just a little longer, about 4 minutes, 3 to 4 minutes. So let me show you.
Welcome to American Software Testing Institute, one of the leading software testing training providers in the U.S. We provide top-notch best software testing training for absolute beginner, career changer, and upskilling. Our award-winning curriculum and teaching strategies are crafted by former certified New York educator who became manual tester, automation engineer, QA lead, and now software quality engineering manager at one of the Fortune 500 companies. We provide occupational training and career readiness for our students. We train you to become workforce ready. Our program is a comprehensive and intensive approach to software testing with industry standard skills as outlined by International Software Testing Qualifications Board, intended for absolute beginner, no technical skills, and or no college backgrounds. Learn from the best QA in the field. Our engaging and fun methods of teaching will be a mixture of lectures, hands-on live real project exercises, simulations, and active role-playing. Do not hesitate to contact us at American Software Testing Institute, where quality matters.
There are lots of software testing training providers in the U.S. So, what makes us stand out? American Software Testing Institute is founded and run by former New York City educator. Our curriculum is workforce ready. Our instructors are working in QA professions and we provide job placement assistance. We apply laws of learning in all our trainings, emphasizing on readiness, exercise, and effect. We understand human behavior. We just don't teach but coach. We provide interactive, engaging, empowering, fun, and exciting ways of learning. We work on real and live projects during hands-on lab. Want to learn more about us? Do not hesitate to contact us at American Software Testing Institute.
So upon hearing some of the videos that we have provided, we may say that our training is targeted on the way how the students or the learners will perform on the actual job. So we don't just give theories, but we give all the skills necessary for the students to go into the tech industry or entry-level software testers or quality assurance. And one of the advantages that we have is actually the instructors and the curriculum are geared toward to the personal development. So there's no one size fits all in there's no one size fits all in education. That's why as we understand the human behavior, we give them individualized approach. So let's go about how the instructor or how Percival Cunanan, which is me, by the way, founded this American Software Testing Institute. So I have here some of the list of my experiences. So I have been in the software testing industry for about 14 plus years, if I will include those beginning years that I did freelancing, part-time jobs before I jumped into full-time job of the software testing industry. I started manual tester, then I jumped to quality analyst, then I became software test engineer, software quality engineer, then I laddered up to automation engineer, and then test lead, and then now a QA manager. So in terms of my education experience, because I used to be a teacher and an instructor for high school, adult school, postgraduate, and professionals, my combined experience is about 12 years. Right now, I'm currently working as a QA manager at Zillow, a multi-billion dollar American real estate company. So some of the licenses I hold or I'm still holding are International Software Testing Qualifications Board license, certified tester, New York State Education Department Computer Technology 7 to 12 because I used to be a teacher, and NYS BPSS license for computer application, office skills, and general academic. So right now I'm working for my PMP certifications. So here are some of the pictures I gathered when I was teaching here in New York. So let's move on. So what's our agenda for today? Today I'll be discussing to you what is software testing, why software testing is very important, and what is the average salary or national wages salary for this industry. The requirements and the skills needed for entry level, how you're gonna go there, what skills is needed. The job outlook by Own It. I will discuss to you later on what is Own It and what is that about. And what is our bootcamp pricing and the curriculum. And later on, I will answer some of the questions in the Q&A. Let's move forward. So a lot of people trying to enter in this industry, which is the software testing, ask us, what is a software testing? So by definitions, there's so many definitions of software testing, but for the sake of absolute beginner and no coding experience or no technical background, we will just get some of the layman's terms. So it is a way to assess the quality of the application under test. When you say application under test, this is an application or a software that the software tester are about to test or they are testing. So it is a way that they are trying to assess the quality of that application under test to reduce the risk of software failure in the operation. So it is comprises of different process, not just limited to meeting customers' requirements, but fit for use. So I will be discussing or using the term fit for use many times. So it means to say that there are some parts of the big software development life cycle that needs software testing. And the software testing is somehow similar to quality assurance or quality control in a manufacturing. So remember, before the product goes to the consumer, before they release the product, somebody should test the quality of that product so that it will not affect the customer and as well as the integrity of the company providing that product. So in software testing, in layman's term, for the sake of the beginner, it is something like that. We need to test the software. We need to find either a bug, a defect, an issue, or failure before the customer finds it, or they may find it in using those applications the way they want to use it. So that is a software testing. So we as a software testing are very keen and detailed in trying to find issues, defects, bugs on that application. We are trying also to hammer the application beyond its normal condition. So we're shaking it as well, so that we may find some issues or bugs or flaws or glitches on that application before the customer sees it. Okay, so why is it important? So again, there are so many identified importance of software testing. However, for the sake of the absolute beginner, we'll just get some common. Okay, first is catching bugs early before the customer catches it. Why? Because it is expensive and costly if the customer finds that bug in the production or life site. Why? Because there will be a lot of rework, possibly rework, because the customer will complain, call the tech support, hey, I found a bug here and this is not working the way it is intended to work, or the way I am expecting this application to work. Then I'm gonna go back to the support team. Support team will pushes it to a particular department based on the team's structure. And then it goes to the developer, and developer will fix it. And then it will be tested by software tester again, and then the loop goes until it goes to production again. So the loop depends upon on the setup of the company, but that's basic. So the one I mentioned was the basic loop. So it means to say there are rework and there are time. So time lost is money lost. Okay, and a lot of those processes is actually, okay, every single action of those people involved corresponds to a single dollar value or a dollar value. So it's costly. What are the other possible things that might happen if the bugs goes into production? So probably, okay, the customer will be not so happy because they are not expecting that that software will behave that way. All right, so if they're not so happy, so probably they will go somewhere else to other competitions or competitors of that company or similar software. They may be able to use some other software that similar to what they are using. So if the application is also buggy, there's so many bugs on that application, it may not considered fit for use. So if it is not fit for use, it means to say, hey, this is not fit for use. I may not be able to use it the way I expected it to be used, or I'm intended use for that application. So it may entail business lost, money lost, time lost, loss of customers, loss of credibility of that business or whoever owns that application, or vice versa. Okay. The worst part is the loss of business. Okay, because the customers went away, or maybe there are lots of legal battles. And worse is the worst. The worst is loss of limbs and lives. How come loss of limbs or lives? There are many applications that is very critical, like medical devices, flight softwares, what else? Military devices or software. Anything like these that, if not fully tested, may cost lives or lives. Assuming that you have an application that related to the human body and its behavior or medical devices. And if this cost a bug in the production, uh, it may malfunction and cost lives, similar to flight software and also military devices and software. So that's why we really need to perform rigid software testing, hammering the application beyond its normal condition. So that's why it's very important to perform software testing. So again, there's more identified importance of software testing, but I'm giving you just the very basic for the sake of our beginner audience or no technical skills or knowledge. So let's move on. So this is a very interesting topic that many people were asking. How much is the average salary of an entry-level software tester? Or maybe when I advance my skills, when I become 2 years in the industry, 3 years experience, 4 years experience. How is also the laddering of the salary and the job outlook? So what will I show you is the ONET website, and this is actually one of the websites that are being used by, I believe, Department of Labor, if I'm not mistaken. So here you will see the code and the title for software tester. The common title in ONET is Software Quality Assurance Analyst or Testers. You will see here it has a bright outlook. When you take a look at this, I hope you can see my screen. In the United States, The average salary is 98,222. So I think that's pretty decent and very high. 10% of workers earn 48,000 or less. That's the lower average, close to 50, right? But higher average is 153,000 and more. So I may say that I myself could attest that this is correct because mine and many of the QA professionals in this profession who has more skills and they longer experience, they are in this range. And take a look at this. If you are just starting or entry level, the salary is somehow here. When I started, the salary is about, that was long time ago. I started with a salary of 65,000 and it goes yearly. And then as long as my career age, I advance my skill, it's going up. So let me take a look some portion of the Indeed. Okay, let's go Indeed and see what are the job postings in there. So again, there are many titles for software tester. Let's go entry level. Okay, entry level manual tester. And then I will tell you that I'm going with the remote. So I'll take a look at the remote where remote because there's so many jobs that are remote nowadays. But before pandemic, I'm working remotely already. So I just got lucky. So let's take a look at remote. Don't put any places or states here. Just put remote. Let's see what will happen. Let's see junior QA. Okay, this is probably an entry level or probably not, but at least it's a junior QA. So $55 per hour. So let's scrub more down. So not much. So I'll entry level software tester. Software tester. Okay, so I don't have much here, so but I will put manual tester because manual tester is also considered an entry level. So I have here remote manual QA. There's this one is big. It's 150, but this is not an entry level. Okay, manual tester. Okay, remote manual tester. This is sweet. Manual tester 90 to 1,000, oh, 110,000. But this experience is 5 years. So what I'm telling you is that own it, okay? Average salary is really correct. This is true, okay, in the industry. I could attest it by myself as well. So let's go back to the thing. So what I'm saying here is if you're going to go to the on it, okay, and you will be starting an entry level about this, or you are a career changer. So if your current salary right now, okay, in the US is about, say, very basic, $50,000 per year. Usually, okay, the increase is about 10%, right? 10%. Oh, 10%. I'm sorry, I made a mistake. It's not 10%. I stand corrected. Sorry, 3%. Okay, most of the normal jobs are 3%. So that 3% is 1,500. So imagine, okay, if your current salary right now, okay, if you're not on the tech industry and you would like to switch career, okay, your current salary right now is about 50,000, and every year you are increasing 1,500. How many years before you reach this average salary of 98,000? So you should think about it. But in software testing, as you age, probably third year, fourth year, fifth year, you might be able to attain this. Okay. So as we have seen on this example, 5 years manual testing is about 110 already. So this is what I'm saying. As you progress, your age or experience, the longer experience you have, right? I think I'm off the camera. Hold on, give me 1 second. Okay, there you go. The more you uh, prolong your experience or age your experience, the year, and you advance in your skills, then this is very attainable. Compare to what I said. If you are not on the tech industry and your salary is just this, It's very, it will take a while for you to be able to reach it. For somebody who just messaged me over here, they said it's impossible for them to reach this within 5 years time. So that is what one of the beauty of this career. Okay, and if you're gonna take a look, let's move on. Okay, let's take a look at the bright outlook and the requirements and the skills needed. Is it too difficult? Let's take a look at the requirements. So one of the requirements for you to enter in the entry level, okay, is just to analyze the documents, the problems, okay, and the output of the screen, the content, and something like that. You need to, you need, you just need to have some analysis of what's in your screen. Okay, you identify the problems, and the output of the screen. Okay, and then you need to create a software defect documentation, and that can be used by a bug tracking system. And our bootcamp will teach you different tools that we use as in bug tracking. So after you find a defect, you need to report it, put it on the system, document it. And then you need to develop a testing process. A process is like a repeatable, matured processes that you can do it again and again, okay, to address many things, database impact, software scenarios, and different types of testing, regression, negative, and many more. You will learn that. We teach that on our bootcamp. So if you create a process, okay, and that is matured and repeatable, and then it means to say you can do it again and again, right? Okay, and then you need to design, learn how to do design test plan. Okay, test plans are very very easy. If you were a teacher, you know lesson plans is somehow similar to that, but it's not. Okay, test plan usually created by manager, but as a QA, you should learn how to do it as well. Scenarios, script or procedures. Scenarios or script are sometimes used interchangeably. The scripts are just not the coding script in entry level, okay? Because I'm talking about your manual testing. Because there's so many meaning of the script, okay? Could be automation script or the script of your test cases. So test cases are something step-by-step procedure that you will do. Okay, I'll give you an example so that you could probably visualize it. Okay, let me just go back to this and then let me just go to Gmail so I could explain to you what is a script or the step-by-step processes of testing. So assuming I am on the Gmail, okay, and I am tasked to test this. Okay, it says here enter email or phone. So my script should be first step is enter username or enter email or phone because that's what I'm seeing. So later on in our bootcamp day, we will teach you different types of permutations or combination because when we're talking about email, usernames, or phone, it could be valid or invalid. But we're gonna dig deeper on that later on. But right now, I'll take the basics. We're talking about scripts. Okay, so my first step on the script is enter username. Next is hit next because that is the one I'm seeing in here. Okay, and then it says here, okay, third step now is enter password. So I will enter password here and then hit next. So you see the script. So when I will create my test case or script, I will put step 1, enter username. Step 2, okay, hit next button. Step 3, enter password. Step 4, next. Okay, we will, in our bootcamp, we dig more deeper here. But what I'm trying to explain to you are the script. So a script is similar to the script in the movie. Okay, when they were reading the script, they know what to do. Okay, so that is this script that I am trying to mention and explain. That script. Okay, so those are the step-by-step procedures that you need to follow and do. So it's not rocket science. Everybody could do it, even the no technical background or even no college degree. documentation. You need to make sure if that is reproducible, or you can replicate it or reproduce or not, something like that. And there's more to it. So that's why when you go here in ONET, I'm going back to the ONET. So you will see here some of the tasks that we mentioned already, okay, and some of the entry level skills that you need to understand. Some asked me a while ago if do I need a college degree for this? Okay, I'll show you what's the answer, not my answer from the ONET. So if you have a college degree, okay, so this is education. How much education does a new hire need to perform a job in this occupation? Most of the respondents says at least 50%. Okay, at least. Okay. However, there are associate degrees that got the job as well. So it should be it fell under 26%. Will I lose my hope if I don't have bachelor's degree or associate degree? I guess not. Why? Post-secondary certificate. So even GED or post-secondary certificate is getting that job at 9%. And right now there are hundred thousands, or by the millions, job opening in the current industry. And if we're going to take a look at the job outlook, so we may see that it has a very bright outlook, and the employment increase of 8% or more over the period of 2021 to 31 for the US nationwide. So you will see here that according to ONET, there are projected to have 100,000 jobs or more job openings by the end of 2031. So you can see it here on the ONET. You see the bright outlook over there, and they see that it expected to grow rapidly in the next several years with large number of job openings. It means to say that, oh, our industry will not be wiped out for the following years. And so it means to say that it has a real uh, opportunities out there that you need to understand. It grows rapidly. All right. So that is what we are trying to discuss right here. So you need to take these great opportunity for you to understand that, hey, the software development industry or tech industry have some entry level criteria that you could go into, which is not a rocket science, and you don't need much, okay, coding experience or something like that in the entry level, because in manual testing, okay, most of the manual testing, I'm not saying all, doesn't need coding experience and college degree. But what I'm saying is if you don't have college degree, okay, or no coding experience, you need to undergo rigid intensive boot camp. So you will understand what are we doing in the field, what skills I really need for me to be able to be a qualified software testing professionals. So there we are to help you. Here we are coming to your door saying that, hey, we want to help you. What we are offering is a 4 months intensive software testing bootcamp with real life projects, internships, mock-up interview and preparation, resume writing, job assistance and hunting, and including freelancing. And as I said, I will be one of the instructors, or I will be your instructor on this webinar. And then I'm telling you, I gave you all my backgrounds and something like that. And you are in a good hand, because I used to be a teacher. We know the behavior of the student. There's no one size fits all in education, teaching, and training. And we will help you find your best methods on learning, and that will be a great things. So right now we have two different tracks. Okay, one for absolute beginner and no coding or college background. So you don't need to be sad if you don't have college background. The other one is a career changers. This is with you have some college background. See, we divide the tracks so that we could help you because the audience will completely different. The curriculum will be the same, but the methods and delivery of teaching might be different depending on the audience. So I will show you some of the things, some of the curriculums that we will be showing you. So, okay, it's 16 weeks, which is 4 months, 144 hours of lecture and lab, 9 hours a week. It could be weekends, oh, it could be, yeah, weekends or evening classes. So we have some suggestions here of the hours of study or the cohort. It could be Monday, 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. or either 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. It depends. Okay, weekend classes, we have it as well. And it could be Saturday or Sunday. Okay, this is the proposed time. However, we are very lenient and we would like to help everyone. If your proposed time does not fall in any, you will be in a special class where we will adjust our time to your availability to accommodate you. Because we encountered from the past that we have students that who are really very eager to learn this, but they don't fit to our proposed time. Don't worry about it. We will adjust our time. Just reach out to us and we will adjust our time to your availability. So what are the curriculum or lessons in our bootcamp? So these are the tools that are covered. We're going to learn all of these. These are the major tools that you will be needing in the entry level. Again, we're just going to do entry level, okay? Because we'll do the advanced one after you got the job, okay? Or after you have the ability to advance your skills. So the program overview, I may not be able to discuss everything to you, but here you go, the screenshot. When I give you this recording, you may be able to read it again. I'll just go down slow so that you may be able to see it and screenshot everything. So you will see it there, course description. We're gonna go intermediate testing agile, advanced testing, SQL, API, mobile, load and performance, CI/CD, career preparation, resume writing, okay, interview mockups, okay, and something like that. So those are the things that, and we're gonna do as well freelancing. So it means to say that once you get the core curriculum at the first 2 months, then you will have the ability to perform freelancing. We will teach you how to get freelancing opportunities and as well as how to practice your skills. So those are the things that are included in our bootcamp. So people were asking us, so what makes our bootcamp stand out from other training providers? Because there are thousands probably of training providers. And okay, you will see here that our training are instructor led. In every training, the instructor is there. However, after the training, we are recording the training. After the training, the recording of the sessions or the training is uploaded to your portal. So you can come back again to in the evening or anywhere you want to review everything that we have discussed. So that may help also for those students that inevitably take some absences and something like that. So we only provide recordings of that live training after the training. So what's the advantage of the instructor-led training? Trainings can be facilitated in real time. So I'm there, you are there online. If you have questions and you have a lot of follow-up questions, your momentum is still there and we can answer all your questions and follow-up questions so that your momentum will not go down. Okay, we can easily answer you all of those. Okay, the other advantage of American Software Testing Institute is that the instructors knows the ins and out of manual tester because I was there. I started as a manual tester and then I ladder up my skills. So, and the other good things is I started from the bottom and then I became QA manager. So if you're trying to advance in your skills and you want to ladder up, I can, and it's part of your question, then I could advise or provide some insights on how I did it. Okay, in a well structured manner. The other advantage that I have or we have is like the instructor. I was an educator, so we understand the teaching and training. We have different methods and strategies, and we understand human behavior in terms of teaching and learning. So we know how to individualize our approach for the learner to have the fast learning experience. So we don't waste time. We do not uh, reinvent the wheel in terms of teaching and training, because I have these methods when I was teaching. I have almost 12 years combined teaching, and that's one of the advantages of American Software Testing Institute. Now, in terms of pricing, okay, I will not sugarcoat everything to you. Our pricing is competitive, very competitive. It's for some it's expensive. It's $4,000. I repeat, our intensive 4 months boot camp is $4,000, and it could be payable in credit card or PayPal, or we have some financial institutions that you may be able to approach. And we also have 24 months installment. So we offer different types of payment: credit card, your own credit card, or PayPal that offers 24 months installment, or other financing options. Okay, later on, I will show you the price comparison, why I said ours is very competitive, though it's $4,000. Okay, I'll show you that later on. Okay, now let's take a look at this advantage: resume writing, geared toward crafting attention-grabbing QA resume as what HR or recruiter and hiring manager look for. Remember, I'm a QA manager for, I think, I'm leading a pack for about 7 years now, and I have a lot of experiences from my past employment, how to screen resumes, okay, and how the recruiter take a look at the resume and attention grabbing. Oh, this resume is awesome, because not all resume, I believe, don't quote me on this, will be read by the HR or recruiter, because sometimes, or the hiring manager, sometimes there are tons of, I have example, there are only one posting job opening, but there are 300 resumes. So how will this HR or recruiter or hiring manager scrub everything? So that is one of our advantage, because we can help you create or craft a resume that is attention grabbing QA resume. There will be a big chance or greater chance that the HR or recruiter or hiring manager will read your resume, because that's the first step in hiring, right? Submit a resume, you get the chance if your resume got pulled, and then read. And then if it is attention grabbing, HR or recruiter will call you for an initial interview. And all those you will learn. That's one of our advantage. The other advantage is of ours. We have a mock-up interviews and practices which are updated. Okay, again, okay, not all mock-up interviews and practices are beneficial. It depends on who gave it, because maybe there are providers that are very cheap, right? Oh, this is only 1,500, but maybe they are not instructor led, or maybe they provided mock-up interviews, but those are not updated, and the mock-up interviews and practices that they are giving are only from the viewpoint of a QA or testing professional, but not on the viewpoint of a hiring manager or a manager who has experience in hiring, retaining, and yeah, hiring people. So that is other advantage that we have. We will train you how to ace the interview in a QA manager's perspective. What we look for the candidate. What do you need to expect during the interview? So those are the one of the advantages we have. So, and the other thing is we only, okay, cater our boot camp to a small number of participants. We don't go so much beyond 10 or more, okay, or maybe lower than 10, because we want to have a focus, okay, on quality teaching and learning, not the number of quantities. Because what one of our principle is we want to help people, because this is how I started. I was a teacher back then. One of my students reached out to me and said, "Sir, I think you should move into other career because you know computer." So my husband uh, is a software tester, and this is the X amount of salary he is receiving, and his job is only click, 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 click here, click there, click here, and just mimicking the behavior of the user. I said, that's very interesting. So without her telling me the opportunity, okay, I might not be able to be here, or I might not be able to become a QA manager. I might not be enjoying many perks of software testing and working from home. And there are many perks. One of the perks I received from the past jobs that I have up to now, or maybe from all the careers that I have, is right now it's very popular to many tech industry to have unlimited paid time off. Who doesn't want unlimited paid time off? You can take days off whenever you need it, okay, as long as you will not abuse it, okay. You can travel international, okay, and you can still work. For some companies they allow that, okay. You can have a lot of reimbursement, devices, gadgets, office reimbursement. Everything on my office are free, coming from different jobs I have done before. So, and gym reimbursement, you use it or not, you can convert it to a gym equipment. Phone reimbursement, internet reimbursement, and there's so many more. Professional growth. Some companies provide some expenditure for their trainings and something like that. So it depends on the company, okay. But those are some of the perks that you may enjoy as a software testing, aside from just being working remotely. So, okay, all right. So the last advantage that we have when we do this bootcamp is you will have unlimited question and answer portion. I can address and answer all your questions off class or during class for free, because uh, other training providers is like you have a limited questions. If you keep asking questions, they will advise you to do consultation, and then will charge you consultation fee. But as me, in ASTI, American Software Testing Institute, you enroll in our boot camp, it's included. You have unlimited question and answer portion. Even you got the job already, for example, you can still ask us, and we are happy to network with you. All right, so now let's move on. So how about the price comparison? This is our price, about 4,000. Some of our competitions that we got, okay, from the internet, we just Google it or something like that. But because okay, some of this, I'm sorry, I'm stuttering. So some of this, like Dev Mountain, they have about more than 4,000, close to 5,000. Probably they have 12 weeks boot camp for part time, 6 weeks for full time. Test Pro, they charge about 3,500 as of this recording. Okay, and also for about, I'm not mistaken, okay, if I'm not mistaken, 12 weeks as well. So others are 1,500 to 1,750, but not instructor led. So let me show you some picture over here. I hope you can see it, okay? So I just screen grab it. So you will see here in Test Pro, it's about 3,000, okay, or 3,500. It says a new career in software testing. So 3,500. Bootcamp in Dev Mountain is about 4,900. Let's take a look on their website. So again, as of this recording, you will see it. That, okay. If they want a full-time, 6 weeks, 4,900. Okay, let's go down below. Right. So if you want a part-time, which is 12 weeks, that's 4,900. And ours is only, so almost similar schedule that we have. So, but ours is only 4,000. All right. So, and then instructor led, and then you will have a lot of the advantages that I mentioned a while ago. Unlimited question and support. Okay. Whether you get, you are in the job or you're still training. So let's go back to this slide and see what else I have here. So let's see. So I believe I discussed everything right now on our free webinar for you to understand what is software testing, its industry, the job outlook, salary requirements, including our pricing, what we offer, our advantages to other bootcamp as well or training provider. So if you have a chance, take a look at our social media. Please follow us, like us or subscribe to us. And if you have more questions, you may reach out to us, call us, and we will provide all the insights that we may help to you. Are there any questions at this moment? Going once. Give me a second. I'm seeing that people are typing over here. So, all right. So I think I got one question here. It says here, what skills and certification that are included on my bootcamp package? I will be honest with you. I'm not a person that who sugarcoat things. We don't have any certifications that we will give you. This training is intended, okay? I'm off camera. Intended for the students to get the skills needed for them to be able to acquire entry-level skills, software tester or manual tester or quality assurance. So this is not a certification course because you may find in Google, when you Google software testing, you will see a lot of courses very cheap, maybe 1,500, 1,500, 2,000. But if you read it carefully, they said these are certification courses, either ISTQB certification courses or something like that. So again, this bootcamp or training that we give is not for certification. And I myself, I may not advise you or tell you that the good route is to get the certification courses at the moment if you are a career changer or no college background or no coding experience. Why? The preparation is not as easy as you think. And the entry level job, some of them, if it's not all, okay, some of them, they do not require that you have certification. That's why on our curriculum, you will see there at the bottom, you say, do I need certification skills? Secret revealed. So, because we need to tell you the truth, okay, because not all entry level job posting requires an applicant to have certifications. However, they require you skills and experience, which we can give because as I said on the one of the advantage we have is we will train or test in real live projects, and that could be your portfolio. You put it in your resumes that we have tested this, and then we partner with some companies that you may be able to do software testing, and that's your experience. Plus, when you get the core courses of the manual testing and agile testing, about 1.5 months to 2 months, okay, you may be able to be ready yourself or ready yourself to get freelancing jobs, which is included in our teachings. We will teach you how to do that. So I hope I answered some of your question here. I think I have another question here. You're typing so fast, so I'm capturing it. Are you noticing specific high growth sectors within the overall technology industry that are great places to apply for QA testing jobs from your expertise? Okay, I may say that what I have observed based on my jobs, okay, the trends. Okay, health industry, medical industry, or health industry that uses a lot of technologies, either AI, machine learning, and data analytics. Those are one of the high growth sector. Other ones is banking and e-commerce, and some portion in education. But the way I look at the trend, those I mentioned are most high growth sectors. Okay, there are upcoming as well, game testing and metaverse. So you may include that as well. But if I were you, I'll just focus first on the first three that I have mentioned. They have growth, but you should not box yourself in those three, because there are many entry level jobs on the industry aside from those industry that I have mentioned, that very not very easy, but you have a big chance and opportunity to grab the entry level. Once you have an entry level job and you are on the field, then it's about time for you to upgrade your skills. Okay, and also take certifications. Okay, that will make you more competitive, advance yourself in the industry, and probably get a much higher salary. Okay, and those are the things I have done before. Okay, so there's another question here. It says, do companies have part-time openings? Yeah, I think I told you, I'm not sure, but yes, companies has part-time job openings in terms of software testing. Let me show you. Okay, let me show you. Let's go back to the job search. Let me widen my search. Okay, let me just go quality analyst. Okay, I put remote. I love doing remote. Okay, let's take a look at job type here. See, there is part-time. Okay. Okay, so see, part-time, quality analyst, part-time. Okay, quality analyst. But I need to read this, okay? Because it might not be the different quality analyst that I'm saying. Okay. Let me, oh, this is sweet. Okay, let me see this. What is this? Because it's sweet, 70 to 85. Maybe this is the, because I put quality analyst. There might be other quality analyst terms. So 3 years professional QA experience. Yes, this is 3 years and you're getting 85, 70 to 85. Let's take a look. How much is 70? So let's take a look at 70, not 80, but 70 times 40, 40 hours a week times 52 weeks. Oh, shoes. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, so 70 times 40. Okay, give me 1 second. Okay, 70 times 40 times 52 weeks. Oh, sweet, right? But that you need at least 3 years experience. But let me read, okay? E-commerce, Shopify. See, end-to-end testing. So this is correct. This is about testing. But that one you have experience, okay, about 3 years. But that's what I was saying a while ago, right? So if you age your experience and advance your skills, then your salary is uh, growing, right? Look at this. Flexible time off. That's another term for unlimited paid time off. See, full team mental health weeks. That's sweet, right? So, and many more. So those are the things that we are talking about a while ago. Okay, all you need to do is to take, okay, some big decision if you really want to be a it's the term is very difficult. If you want to advance yourself, if you are right now in a position that your salary is not good enough for you based on what salary I gave, and then your job is too difficult, and you may say, I have the ability to do the software testing. As Percival mentioned, software testing in layman's term, okay, don't quote me with this. It's just it's not just somehow mimicking the behaviors of the user, how we use the software. Because there's more of it, more of software testing when we go dig deeper, hammering the application beyond its normal condition and making sure that the application is fit for use. So there's deep definition. Okay, so if you think you can do that, you have analytical skills, critical thinking skills, attention to detail skill, or maybe you are a fault finder in real life, right? You keep seeing errors or fault. That's a good attitude. Or you have some behavioral uh, patterns that you have attention to details. Then I think this is for you. All you need to do is to decide. Okay, talk to yourself and say, how many years from now my salary goes to this level that Percival shown me? Go in there, do it for yourself, like what I have done. And then you, because I did not reinvent it. You can go Glassdoor, okay, Glassdoor, Indeed, ZipRecruiter, and many more, many jobs board you go there. But I prefer using Indeed and Glassdoor. Okay, so those two. So it's up to you to go there and take a look at some research with so many terms I gave you. On Onet, you will see the title of software tester, the one I shown. All right, so I think we have here again. Okay, somebody pop up. Do we receive certificate like associate degree? This is bootcamp. Okay, our training is bootcamp. We do not give associate degree certificate, but we will give you certificate of completion. And our projects, live projects, you could put it in your portfolio. Okay, so that's what we can give to you. Our all trainings will be online. Yes, it's correct. We instructor-led online training. So we will be meeting online. So, however, I have a portal at the back of when you enroll. We have a portal that you can review everything. You can submit your assignments or quizzes if there are, and then you can network within our group. Okay. Can we shorten the time, or we need to have 4 months so we can start working in training? So I think what this question is saying is like the training is 4 months. Can we shorten it? It depends on the cohort. That's why I told you that there's no one size fits all. If we think that I have a group of very advanced individual, then probably we can shorten it. Okay. What's the scenario? So there are many chances that it may happen depending on the cohort. However, we suggest that we need to finish the 4 months training because all the necessary ingredients and skills needed for you to be able to have a great chance of getting entry-level job in software testing is in those trainings. However, as I said a while ago as well, it happens that you learn the core manual testing curriculum and agile testing, okay, you may be able to get a job as a part-time or a freelance then, but still we suggest to finish the whole curriculum because that is based on our experience. There's a greater chance and bigger chance that those individual who finishes those in 4 months have a greater chance to get the entry level. But it depends. Okay, I hope I answered your question. All right, I don't see any more question right here. So going once, going twice before I end this conversation or free webinar. So again, thank you so much for your attendance in our free webinar about software testing, how to get into the industry, the average salary, the job outlook, what we offer in American Software Testing Institute, what our advantages, and what makes us stand out in terms of different training providers, training, interview mock-up, the pricing, unlimited question and answer portion, and support, and something like that. So then I gave you a lot of information. So it's all up to you now to decide. We will not sugarcoat everything. I'm not a person who will sugarcoat. You will probably learn on our bootcamp what is really happening on the field, on the actual work, not based on theory and not purely based on the book, but purely based on workforce readiness. So, okay, if you would like to participate in our bootcamp within 1 week or 2 weeks, let us know, because we will give at least 5% discount to those individuals who registered on our event and decide within a week, or probably it's up to you to decide within a week, 2 or 3, and we can still give you the 5% discount. Okay, so please register on the event section of our website so we could give you the electronic coupon. So if you don't have a question, again, thank you so much on behalf of American Software Testing Institute. My name is Percival Cunanan, and I'm happy to serve you. Have a great day. Hope to see you soon.